Hello, everyone. Today, let's talk a little bit about the 2025-2026 first contest. And as you can see, I figured out how to not let you guys see my name while being on the USACO website, which is zooming in by a ton. But it doesn't really matter at this point because the contest is over, and I'm just going to be reviewing the problem by going on a slide. But also, I'm assuming all of you guys watching this video already know what the problems are. So I'm not going to show you the problem because the slide also has my name on it, and I'm just going to show you my code for the problems. As we all know, the first one is the most easy, obviously, which is couch reversals, and I used a pretty inefficient way, which I mean it is the official solution's idea, but it's not the correct implementation that is the shortest because mine is 140 lines long, as you can see. And my teacher specifically told me that, like after the contest, he was like, "This one should be short." I'm like, "Yeah, it's 140 lines." He's like, "Yeah, that's not short." So basically, we just reverse thinking, just like always, consider removing points instead of adding points. And if it's the last party, then we'll use the union find to find where these cows who used to go to this party will now go because, well, this party's gone. So union find to do that, and then there's a bunch of details involved with union find. The second problem, I was able to think of the actual solution, like literal correct solution, at least according to my teacher, but unfortunately, it was 14 minutes till the contest end. Oh, that's the third problem. My bad. It's milk bucket, right? Yep. Yep. The second problem, I was able to think of the correct solution 14 minutes until 14 minutes left of the contest. And honestly, if I logged in and actually thought everything through, I probably would have been able to solve it. But unfortunate. And even if I solved it, I would only have 700 because I ended with a 380. So yeah, I mean, not like that would have qualified me anyways because all these problems are for sure really easy. And basically, the essential idea for the second problem is notice that each milk bucket, notice that we want to merge them from smallest to biggest, like in sort of order, right? Because that'll make the largest be averaged least number of times and make the weight more, basically. So to achieve that, for every single x, for a valid permutation, for every single x, all milk buckets with height less than or equal to x has to be continuous. And if that's valid for every single x, then this permutation is valid and we can merge them in ascending order successfully. So how do we achieve that? Well, since we're starting merging from small, we obviously want to start from small end. And notice that doesn't work, so now we work starting the big end. And notice that the big ones are for sure going to go to the side. So then now all we have to do is do a tiny Fenwick tree or BIT, whatever you want to call it, find the index tree to maintain, and then you know what to do. Just maintain that structure that lets you know whether it's better to move it to the left or right. Anyways, yeah, really simple solution. The third one, I was actually also able to think of the correct solution. I already have it open. And I was like in contest, was like, this looks like DP. It's definitely DP. And it also has regions. So it looks like segment tree optimized DP. And then I gave up on that thought. It turns out it's segment tree optimized DP, according to my coach. And he said it's not even that hard. This is just complete brute force. That gets me like 47 points or something. But the segment tree optimized DP, basically we consider each student as an interval, and then we can multiply all the coaches who can take care of the student by 2 when we get to each student. And then we do that using a segment tree. And it's super easy, just like any standard segment tree optimized DP. And I'm just a complete bum for not being able to think of it because I was stuck on the idea of coaches being intervals instead of students being intervals, even though the D suggests that both can. Anyways, yeah, so that is it for the contest on Friday. And I'm only making this video today because, well, contest just ended yesterday. But yeah, hopefully you guys still got the result you wanted, unlike me. And now I'm going to express my thoughts on the difficulty. As we all know, I thought this one's going to be super difficult because the platinum people are in. But I didn't account for the possibility that USACO needs to calm people down after such a traumatic change in divisions. So what they essentially did was the exact same thing that they did back in 2016. Specifically, they make every single division super easy for the first contest after the division change. In 2016, they added platinum, and the platinum was like extremely easy, and the platinum after that was extremely hard to make up for the easy platinum. So, according to this logic, the next gold is going to be really hard. However, not necessarily, because the platinum could be really hard because all the good gold people got the platinum, and they need to be distinguished between who goes to US Open and who doesn't. However, gold might not be as difficult. So that's the thought I'm giving myself right now, and that gives me some more incentive to grind. Anyways, today I'm starting with my co-forces grind because I learned from some of my friends that co-forces is actually a better means of studying than years ago. So this is a co-forces problem. Yeah. it's 1800, which is apparently way below average gold. Average gold is like at least 2000, so I guess I'll aim for 2000 now. And at least for an 1800, I would say it's actually kind of difficult. I was able to think of the solution by myself, obviously, but then obviously, just like always, this is like a problem that has occurred over and over in this season. Is the fact that I can't actually like think of like mathematicalize, formalize my solution. I can think of an idea, but my intuitions are gotten so bad that I can't formalize them into something implementable or a fast code. So this is actually the idea of the official solution, not my own. My own idea was like actually working this backwards or whatever. So anyways, okay. So anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.